Hey guys, Tony here. Today I thought on this episode of Guitar Talk I would just share something with you all. I did something pretty crazy. Before I tell you what it is, I've been doing some experimenting, not only over the last couple of years with just different guitars, but also with just my playing and my playing style. A little real quick back history. I started playing when I was 14 years old in 1986, and I practiced probably between 4 and 8 hours a day, just about every day. I was also really involved in sports and got a scholarship and went to school with music and guitar. Dropped out of college, toured the world, and came back, and then went back to school and got a degree in major in piano and a minor in guitar, and played in jazz band and all that stuff, and then actually after I graduated started doing something very different with music, and more of songwriting, the acoustic, got involved in engineering and different things like that, and playing just kind of went to the side as far as the whole virtuoso type of guitar playing and teaching as well. And so but then I guess in around 2012 I kind of picked it back up, and slowly, and over the last 2 to 3 years is when I really kind of got back into playing guitar again. So and I've been posting videos and trying to do that, I guess, just for the fun of it. So anyway, during this last few years, basically been experimenting with different guitars and trying out different things, and started up a little project studio, and I've been doing a lot of demos and advertisements and different music related things, and so just freelance things that actually keep me extremely busy. And again, this YouTube thing is just something I've been doing on the side, and just having a great time with it, and just kind of getting involved in that community, or slowly and little by little getting involved in the whole guitar and gear community that is on YouTube. And it's great, met some great people, and have had some conversations with some of you guys out there, and so it's been a really fun, and I look forward to kind of diving a little deeper into this whole guitar and gear community. So it's really cool. So anyway, as I've been growing and expanding my abilities and my skills on guitar, I have been working on some different styles and hybrid picking, and doing a little more legato type things and everything. And I've noticed I've been having some issues with thinner necks. That it's not as easy to do some of the hybrid picking technique that I've been working on with the thinner necks. And what's been happening is, as I'm playing my guitar with the thinner necks, and I have bigger hands, and I mean, I can palm a basketball, but what's been happening is after playing 30 minutes or so, anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour, I mean, I have this kind of this pain in my hand right here, and kind of in my wrist as well. And so I didn't think much of it at first, but over the whole last year, that's been getting progressively worse. But I've noticed on a thicker neck profile, I'm not having the pain. And so I guess it's just maybe the way that I'm holding my hand on a thinner neck. Now, just doing regular shredding and like that, there's not as big of an issue. But when I'm really working on those playing with a different technique there, it's been bothering my hand. And so what I've decided to do was just go ahead and clear out all my guitars with thinner neck profiles, and move into something more neck profiles that are a little thicker. So if got my guitar hand here, my guitar arm. But anyway, so that is what I've decided to do. So I've posted some of my fantastic guitars and fantastic playing and sounding guitars, and I hope I don't regret this, but I put them on Reverb to sell. So I am in the process of figuring out what I want to do, and so there's been 2 things come available here recently, and I have just jumped on them like crazy. So I purchased some instruments. I also sold off one of my guitars because I needed to update some software and some different things in my studio. So I've been able to do that, and I sold off a few of my guitars. Like I said, I have a couple other. I'm a big Kiesel fan, primarily because of the quality you get for price, and they're great guitars. And I think now I know, after having 4 of them, really what I'm looking for and kind of the need that I have, and what I need to get and what I need to spec out. And so I'm here probably in the next little bit, a few months or so, I am probably going to spec out another Kiesel guitar and order one there. And so probably we'll get a Delos and get it with either the regular or thicker neck profile, and just go with that. And I have purchased 2 guitars, like I said, and they are both Suhr guitars, and they are rare finds, and when I found them, I jumped on them. And so I've always wanted the Pete Thorn signature model, but really I'm a 24 fret guy, and if I'm going to buy one of those guitars, that's what I'm going to do. And so what I decided to do was, well, I found 2 that met my slim margin of desired guitar, a Suhr guitar, and when I saw those pop up, like I said, I went after them. I struck up a deal with the owners and purchased them. So what I have is basically 2 of the same guitar, and they are Suhr modern guitars. They're Suhr modern custom guitars. One of them is spec'd out exactly like a Pete Thorn, except it's a modern. So it's got the Thornbuckers in it, and it's got the it has the wiring, the Pete Thorn wiring. The back of it's cherry. Everything is what that guitar is, except for it is the modern version of the Pete Thorn guitar. And the other one that I found was this one, and this one is spec'd out like that, as far as that it has the mahogany back and neck and back, and the top is maple, and it's got the scrape binding, and it has the Thornbuckers. It just doesn't have the Thornbucker wiring in this one, and it has you know, rosewood here fretboard, but it has the mother of pearl side dots and mother of pearl logo here. This has the thicker neck profile, which is incredible. Absolutely love it. The other one just has the medium. It's the Modern Elliptical 2. This is the Modern Elliptical 3. And when I get the other one in, I ordered it actually today, and I've ordered this one this past week when it came available. And when I saw the other one come available, I was like, holy cow. I'm going to go after that one, and whichever one, I'm going to test them out, see which one fits, see which one doesn't bother my hand as much, and test them out and see which one I like and that fits the best, and then go with that one and sell the other one. So one of these guitars will be on Reverb here in the next month or so, or a couple weeks or whatever. But if this is the one that wins the battle, then of course, see, it doesn't have the back, the cherry on the back, which actually none of that bothers me. I'm looking for the feel and the sound there, and we'll see. But if this one is the one that actually wins, I may drop in the Pete Thorne Electronics and go with that. Go with this one. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's the crazy thing that I just did. And so let me know what you think. Am I absolutely nuts? Keep your eye out. One of these guitars, like I mentioned, will be on Reverb, and they are both, I'm sure will be both awesome. That one right here that I just showed you guys is amazing. And that one actually weighs in at about, when I got it, it was a little heavier than I normally purchase. I usually, anything from a 7.5 and under is what I prefer. Well, I don't like them too incredibly light, but somewhere between 6.5 and 7.7, 7.7 pounds or whatever, is what I typically go for. That rule does not always apply. This guitar here weighs about 7.13, 7.12. My scales were kind of picking up both of those, so I don't I don't know exactly what it is, but it's right around that. And listen, I heard John Sewer on I think it was on a Tone Talk video, and he said that he didn't buy into that weight really didn't make that big of a difference. And I was thinking, I don't know about that. But after playing this guitar, maybe he knows exactly what he's talking about. This thing is freaking awesome, and I really like it. But then there was the other one that came, like I said, available, and so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it too, and I'm just gonna see which one I like, keep the one I like, and sell the one I don't. So that's that. I know I repeated myself a few times with it, but let me know what you think. Again, am I crazy or what? Yeah, so that's this video. Let me know what you think. Post comments in the comment section below. And like always, wherever you are, hope you're doing good. Take care. God bless. Till next time.